The Nigeria Correctional Service (NCoS) visited the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on the need to include correctional center inmates in the election process and to cast their vote on the election day so as to exercise the right of citizenship. Controller General of Nigeria Correctional Service Haliru Nababa, who was represented by Assistant CG Daniel Odaro, made the appealing to INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu on Tuesday, July 19, 2022.
The inmate voting rights. The courts recently gave a judgment in favor of inmates to vote in our elections to select our leaders. The modalities for this process need to be worked out. And so we need to be here to discuss or to interface with INEC to find out how this process can be achieved. That is just the reason why I'm here this afternoon. Thank you very much, Chairman.
Professor Mahmood of INEC read out qualifications for the prison to participate in the voting process during election, as stipulated by the Electoral Act.
By the Correctional Service to extend voting right to inmates of our Correctional Service is agreeable in principle. We have no issues with that. The representative of the CG also referred to a recent judgment. Actually, it's an old judgment from the Federal High Court in Benin. And we have been discussing with the Correctional Service before the 2019 general elections. So we are committed to inclusivity, including the rights of inmates to vote during elections. In Africa, Kenya and South Africa have conferred voting rights on inmates. So already something like that is happening in our continent. Two countries, Kenya and South Africa, have extended that right. Section 12, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2022 lists 5 qualifications for registration as a voter in Nigeria. Is that he or she must not be subject to any legal incapacity to vote under any law, rule, or regulation in force in Nigeria. So this is one area that we need to discuss so that we know the categories of inmates that will exercise the right to vote. And I'm happy that you came with your director legal. We therefore need to work things out carefully. We want transparency of the process, because everything that we do in the commission, particularly when it comes to the rights of citizens to vote, must be done transparently. So, will inmates vote outside the prison or inside the prison? So are we going to set up polling units inside the prisons, or there'll be polling units outside the prisons? Since the majority of inmates are awaiting trial, we believe that some of them are already registered voters. The majority of them are actually awaiting trial. So they may have been registered voters. If they are registered voters, they can't be re-registered. What they will do is to transfer their registration. Will they transfer their registration to the correctional centers for that reason? Now, will political parties be allowed to campaign inside the correctional centers? This is a matter that you need to advise the commission. Will observers and the media be allowed access to the correctional centers on election day so that the process is really transparent and we observe what is happening? Will INEC officials be granted access to the correctional centers for voter education?
From Abuja, I am Luca Moses, reporting for News.Africa.